So Elon Musk, the Tesla CEO, and his team of DOGE goons are currently staging a coup. That's the subject of today's video. And check out this headline here. Behind DOGE standoff at USAID, desk searches and Elon Musk calling. So my understanding of it is that Elon Musk has closed the office to employees, and they're essentially trying to access personnel files and classified material. On top of that, you have an equally important and related story. Trump signs executive action to create sovereign wealth fund. I've been telling you guys about the sovereign wealth fund for a while now, and I understand other channels and other outlets don't mention this stuff that much. Just because they're not talking about it doesn't mean it's not important. This is actually very important because when in doubt, follow the money. So for example, 11 minutes ago, Elon Musk tweets out, American flag, American flag. Carolyn Leavitt, who is the press secretary for the White House, says, happening now, President Trump signs executive order calling for the creation of the sovereign wealth fund. And I guess now they're making Elon Musk an official government employee. I think they're calling him like special federal employee or something of that nature. The thing is that you have to put all of these things together that Musk is and Trump's have been doing lately. So Musk is trying to take control of the OPM, so the Office of Personnel Management, trying to take control of the GSA, so that was the General Services Administration. And then you also have the USAID, which is like Aid and International Development. Basically, he wants to take control of the payment system and America's checkbook, okay? Then you have Trump, who wants to raise, tariffs, taxes, et cetera, and get a bunch of money coming in. Then they're creating a sovereign wealth fund, right? So taking control of the checkbook, trying to get more money coming in, creating a sovereign wealth fund to collect said money. They also want to do the External Revenue Service to funnel that money into this wealth fund. And then this wealth fund is basically a big slush fund in order to fund Musk projects and billionaire buddies, whatever they want to do. So for example, they might use the money to buy TikTok. They could use the money to buy Greenland theoretically, and then build whatever base they want to build in Greenland. Musk can then, blow up your tax dollars going to Mars, that kind of stuff. They may want to do whatever AI project that doesn't work. That's your Stargate crap. Whatever it is, it's not in your best interest, is in their best interest. And again, this is the Sovereign Wealth Fund. On top of that, you have to figure out, okay, so who is working with Musk? He's got a bunch of young kids because essentially older people, experienced people know better than getting involved with this stuff. There's a high chance these people go to prison. If you guys remember the Watergate stuff, it's kind of similar to that, or Iran-Contra stuff, similar to that. We're watching it all live and in public. So this was the headlines over the weekend. The young, inexperienced engineers aiding Elon Musk's government takeover, right? Engineers 19 to 24, they're young kids. Now, Elon Musk doesn't deny it. In fact, he gives it the okay. This is one of his accounts that he interacts with named Walter Kurt. They say here, despite their limited experience, these individuals have a granted A-suite level clearance. One of these young engineers reportedly just graduated high school. Imagine a 30-year-old veteran bureaucrat being fired by a 17-year-old autistic engineer with a laptop. Simply incredible. And Elon Musk tweets out again the okay. It's frankly insane. And I keep pointing out this movie, but I understand you probably get irritated me talking about, but please see it if you haven't already. It's called 12/12 Today. It's about a military coup in Korea. And if you understand sort of how that sort of coup worked, you kind of get what Musk and his band of, lackeys, whatever you want to call it, are doing. Essentially, when you have young kids that don't know any better, they'll just follow Musk. And in these kind of situations, people are like, okay, who has power here? Whose orders do I listen to? I don't know. And you have a real problem when you have essentially Trump, who's a felon, who's the president of the United States, right? So at the moment, Trump is negotiating with Mexico and Canada, and I think China, is in negotiations as well. My understanding is, so this one says here, U.S. and Mexico agreed to delay tariffs 1 month. I think Canada also agreed to delay. So they're arguing and talking about that. Again, this is a lot of money involved. Already, Trump has an attorney saying that they're going to try to protect the DOGE staff. So this stuff's under debate. So don't necessarily think that anything that Trump says, it has any legal grounds. They say a lot of things over there. This was the headlines though. Trump appointed DC attorney offers to protect Musk DOGE staff, because this is what the fight is about. That's why I mentioned that Creamu 12/12 today, because it was the same kind of situation to where who has authority here, who has jurisdiction, whose orders do I follow? And if you're a young kid, you don't know actually, because you don't know, and you have all this misinformation out there. Now the Trump people, this was Katie Miller, and I guess this is the wife of Stephen Miller. If you've been following the whole Trumpy stuff, she claims that they have clearance. It says here, Katie says, no classified material was accessed without proper security clearances. So that's according to her. But you're going to get different reports on that. So for example, this is a report of what was going on at the USAID office. I'll read it to you. It says, so the Department of Government Efficiency, so that's the Musk people, they wanted access to a sensitive, compartmented information facility. So they also call that the SCIF. And that's described as an ultra secure room where officials and government contractors take extraordinary precautions to review highly classified information, right? So they're like, hey, we got to get in this room. And I guess it says here there were 8 DOGE officials. So that would probably be Musk would be one. And this is about, so we don't know exactly how many. And I think he's got 4 or 5 of these young kids. So that makes like 6 people, and then 2 other people. Then who knows who they are? You have to ask Musk. And it says they went to the USAID building on a Saturday night, which we've talked about before, which is highly irregular and very sketchy, right? You don't just show up like when there's no one around at night with a bunch of young, kids. And then it says demanded access to every door and floor, despite only a few of them having security clearance, which kind of makes sense. So if you're the guard, you're just like, I don't know who you people are. Not all of you have security, and then maybe, one person's like, oh, well, I vouch for the other people, but like, it doesn't really work that way, right? Especially it's on a Saturday night, so it's highly regular. And then I guess they were fighting over access to several things. They threatened to call the U.S. Marshals, and then I guess Musk had his people go around to people's like offices, start tearing down stuff off the walls, and then looking through people's desks. I read through that report, and so we can't know what's going on in their mind. But if I had to guess, I'm like they're probably looking through people's desks for whatever files or passwords or whatever. This is frankly illegal, and like I said, I think a lot of people are going to go to prison over this stuff. They don't deny it. Like this is 4 minutes ago. Musk and was tweeting out a video of Trump. So the quote is here from Trump regarding Musk. Elon got access only to letting people go what he thinks are no good if we agree with him, and it's only if we agree with him. So I guess they are saying, hey, it's okay for Musk to fire people, and that's where federal employees will push back. Of course, there's already organizing against it. They're saying fork off. So Musk, you can fork off. And I also want to make this clear, guys. On other platforms, please use hashtags, but on the YouTube platform, hashtags don't really work. The system doesn't like it. So I want to make that clear because sometimes people don't know that, because I know everyone's going to be like doing hashtag fork off on YouTube, but it doesn't work. It's just comment fork off. But you want to make sure that your messages are seen. On top of that, though, there is a protest outside. I'll show you guys a picture of that. So see all these people out here are protesting, and I guess they're going to be protesting every morning. Elon Musk. Again, Musk doesn't deny this stuff. He's just trying to make the case that they're doing things legal. That's the case that they're going to make for the Trumps. I completely disagree. I think it's all illegal. One of the problems with the Musks and the Trumps is they want to keep the American public stupid, to be perfectly frank, so they can do whatever they want and fund whatever, Mars program through their slush fund, right, sovereign wealth fund. This is the headlines today, also coming today. They have to put all the pieces together. Trump advisors weigh plan to dismantle the education department, right? So take control of the America's checkbook, destroy America's education. That's what it ends up being, right? You may make sure that you can't learn, can't read, you're too stupid, and then take your money, right? Take control of the checkbook. They're also trying to force out any good people, is what it seems like, I guess. And if you guys are an employee and if you got this, you can let me know. It says OPM implemented Musk Doge plan sends federal workers second fork in the road email. So they're really trying to get you to quit, essentially, right? And this is where the fight's going to be. Not every employee is going along with it. Actually, I guess there's an email that went around. Judges are calling out each other, because this is essentially what's going on in the coup, is like, which orders do I follow? This is the email. I'll read the email. So again, this is being circulated among judges. It says here, good to Andrea and also administrative judges. It says, good morning, Andrea. Apparently no one in leadership is willing to ring the alarm bells, so it falls upon one of us to do so. The tactics you are employing and actions you have taken in lockstep with this new administration are illegal and unconstitutional. You are not fit to be our chair, much less hold a license to practice law. I will not participate in attempts to target private citizens and colleagues through recent illegal executive orders. I swore an oath to the Constitution of the United States and commission serves people of the United States. If you want to continue following the illegal and unethical orders of our president and the unelected DOGE, that's on you. And guys, you want to be on the right side of history of this stuff. Again, I just point to facts. Musk shows up with a bunch of young kids, don't know any better. They show up on a Saturday night demanding access to classified materials, personnel files, and want to get into this like secure room. And then essentially Trump says, oh, well, it's okay because I said it's okay. And then he's got all these people saying, oh, well, see, we say it's okay. But there's protocols to this stuff, and if we're above board, they wouldn't be doing this on a weekend when no one's around. It's pretty obvious to see what's going on here. And then now these people want to destroy education and take control of America's checkbook, and they want to create this new sovereign wealth fund. I mean, it should be obvious what's happening. That's why I just lay out the facts and what they're saying so you can see it. Now, Trump and Musk are going to criticize the USAID, but I'll point this out. You can find the internet. It's all there. This is Ivanka Trump. She was involved with the USAID, right there. I guess it was the embassy, the Ivory Coast. You can Google, if you want, I'm just showing you a Google search, Ivanka Trump, USAID. The USAID website has been going off and on, right? They're trying to scrub whatever they want to scrub. And actually federal employees were talking about this thing. When you mess with certain materials, deleting it would be illegal. So that, for example, this person says, not the point of it, but destroying federal records, the email of the day before, is a crime as well. Thanks for posting this, right? Destroying federal records without following procedure is absolutely a crime. There's any number of things that they're doing regarding classified materials, which are criminal, let alone like, who are you leaking these things to? The thing that really bothers me about this stuff is, Musk and his stuff. And I understand, guys, if your fans are frankly, a bunch of idiots and uneducated people, they just follow you because, oh yeah, you're so rich, Mr. Musk, you're awesome, right? Like, just following money, guys, can get you into a lot of trouble. I want to be really clear on that. Just think of it this way. Let's say there's some guy selling whatever substance on some street corner and they say, hey kids, if you help me sell this stuff on the street corner, you're going to be really, really rich. Like, there's more to life than just money. You get that. And that's essentially what Musk is kind of doing. Hey guys, follow me to prison, right? So be very, very careful on the stuff that you listen to. And again, if this was had any legitimacy at all, they wouldn't be doing it on the weekend when no one is around. There are senators coming out about it. Senator Warren is against it. I think there's another senator coming out against it. There's a letter that was sent out by Senator Shaheen, and several senators had signed on board. So, for example, these are senators saying, hey, get rid of this Musk guy. What's he doing? Senator Shaheen, Senator Coons, Senator Kaine, Senator Booker, Senator Rosen, Senator Schatz, Senator Murphy, Senator Merkley, Senator Holland, and Senator Duckworth. So, and again, there are people protesting out there right now. So I don't want you to think that no one's standing up against Musk. But I'm showing you everything that they're saying so you can see this is all documented. And some people are going to be on the wrong side of history of this stuff. So, for example, this is the Farzad guy, right? And I want to show you kind of what they do. So Farzad an hour ago says, in case you missed it, the first full Doge cast with Elon Musk and Vivek, edited to boost audio, remove dead space, and make it very easy to listen. So think about how they're altering reality. If you don't know, if you ever listened to Musk before, he stumbles a lot and stammers every word you want to say it, pause a lot. He says a bunch of nonsense. And what Farzad does, he tries to make Musk look better by cutting out the pauses, speeding up the language a little bit, and editing it to even boost the sound to make him sound better. So that's like alternate reality that they want to live in, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. And then Musk says a whole bunch of nonsense, which stuff that he always does. On top of that, right, again, he doesn't deny that he's working with a bunch of young kids age 19, 24. He's already calling out, all these people hating on my whatever teenage and young college age employees, like, why are you hating on them? You've broken the law, whatever. Like, just if you can understand and establish that Musk is a liar, a con artist, he lies about his skills at video games, and let alone any number of things. And part of what's going on right now is the Trumps and the Musks, and this is the Republicans. I just heard this report. It's all on Political. You can find it. It's a fight over money, right? They want to create their slush fund. They want to control the checkbook. They want to do those tariffs to bring more money in the slush fund. And then they're talking about where to budget stuff. So from my understanding, what was just reported, they want to cut $1 trillion from the budget. Okay, there's that. and they do want to increase some parts. So like, for example, they want to increase the military spend, they want to increase the deportation spend, and they want to increase the border spend. And they're looking at, okay, well, let's cut food benefits to poor people, and let's mess around with Medicare, Medicaid. That's kind of the stuff they're talking about. And then the person that Elon Musk hangs out with in this Twitter space here, Mike Lee was on the call, which is one of the senators. I think it's from Utah, and I've talked about him before on the channel. He wants to reorganize Social Security to go into the stock market, basically, like want to privatize it, and that relates back to the wealth fund thing, to where essentially they want to figure out ways to fund their pet projects, be it AI, going to Mars, etc. But like for the regular person, Musk blowing up crap in the sky to go to Mars is not going to help you, right? Yeah, sure, it helps Musk, and maybe it's funny to his fanboys and fangirls and all of the their lackeys on Twitters or whatever say, oh, it's so cool, he's building rockets, etc. But if you put all this together, it's not going to benefit the regular person. So please be careful out there. I want to hear your thoughts on this stuff. What do you think about Musk becoming a special federal employee? What do you think about the workers that he's going on? Do you think the stuff that he's doing is legal or illegal? Do you agree or disagree that what Musk is doing is a coup? And how do you think all of this is going to end? I do appreciate your time. Want to hear your thoughts, and I'll catch you all in the next video.